Hey everyone, today I've got your Mean Girls movie review. For the 10-year anniversary of the movie's release back in 2004, I just wanted to make a review for you guys. And of course, it is Wednesday, and yes, I am wearing pink. But unfortunately, I can only wear my hair in a ponytail once a week. So I guess I picked today. Bummer. I really love this movie. I know a lot of you guys still find this movie to be, pretty hilarious. It's still just ever so quotable. I mean, I was literally watching the movie a while ago, and I was just quoting the entire movie. I was talking as they were talking. I literally knew almost every single line. And, I mean, it was just so fetch, right? And, this movie really did set its place in, a lot of us kids. Back in the day, we were either starting high school or starting middle school. I know I was definitely in middle school when this came out, and a lot of the stuff that happened in this movie was sort of happening in middle school. I wouldn't necessarily say high school, especially when I went to high school, it didn't really happen, where girls were acting all, mean and snobby. I mean, there were catfights. I mean, I did see a catfight once, so, I guess that counts. But, definitely not, this crazy gossip stuff. Call me crazy, this movie definitely, it's still just so funny. We've got a pretty impressive cast, especially some actors who originally started off in SNL, like Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, the chick that plays Katie's mom, played by, I don't remember her name. Oh, and Tim Meadows, who's also in this. So, it's actually really, really cool. Obviously, you've got all these different cliques in this movie. Obviously, the big kahuna of cliques in this school are the Plastics, led by Regina George, played by Rachel McAdams, who, by the way, I heard actually wore a wig for her role, so I was wondering why that hair looked so fake. Just kidding. And then you also have Karen Smith, played by Amanda Seyfried, who actually is turning out to be a really big star nowadays, so she didn't let this movie get the worst of her. Not that she was a terrible actress, but she did play stupid in this movie. There's a 50% chance that it's already raining. And then you have Lacey Chabert, who plays Gretchen Wieners, whose father invented toaster strudel. Cool. And, I think these girls, they were pretty amazing in their roles. They really proved to be mean, snobby, bitchy girls, and it is just so intense just to watch them, because you aren't even sure, is this how girls really act? And of course, obviously, since this movie is a comedy, some of this stuff can be a little far-fetched, but this movie is based off of a book called Queen Bees and Wannabes. That's cool. Should definitely check it out sometime. They try to enlist a girl who was homeschooled in Africa by her parents named Katie, played by Lindsay Lohan. She's like this fresh meat, and everybody wants a piece of her. And it is just so crazy to see her in this movie, and I think this was probably the best movie she was in, besides The Parent Trap, and now she's kind of on the deep end. She's trying to get her career back. It's just, yeah, it's a shame that she let her, real life get to her and all her real world problems. But hey, there is no bigger of a problem than what is in this movie. So Katie ends up befriending these two kids at school, Janice, Ian, and Damien, and they kind of have this jealousy towards Regina George and all of her people and everything that she does, and they want to sabotage her life and turn her friends against her and all that crazy stuff that I'm sure kids nowadays would probably still do, but who knows. If they ended up remaking Mean Girls or made some kind of modern day sequel of it, they would be using social media. All this stuff would be just totally insane and probably far worse, and those catfights would actually really happen. Look it up, kids. They've got videos on that stuff. there's also, like, boy problems. I mean, Aaron Samuels, he is fine. I mean, seriously, he is hot. Like, Jonathan Bennett, I mean, he was definitely, you know, perfectly good looking for this role. I cannot believe they even tried to consider James Franco. After what he did with that girl on Instagram, can't believe that crap happened. This movie was just so insane, so funny, had, you know, some best ensemble performances, and it is still one of the best girly movies out there. So, I mean, a lot of stuff just happened. I mean, I'm not going to give away the plot. Y'all know what happened in this movie. It was just crazy. I mean, she even wanted to get rid of this crown. I mean, I wouldn't try to break it and I wouldn't share it, so... Oops. So, overall, I thought Mean Girls was just absolutely hilarious. I cannot stop watching it. It is just funny every single time, and it gets more quotable every single time. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of Mean Girls. What is your favorite Mean Girls quote? Write it in the comments below. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, coming every Pro Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter.